Yo. Yo, this is ONSCENE. I'm your host, Thom Honeybone, here at
Trap House Mansion
for an inside scoop on the Wellington underground rap scene. We're at a gig. It's hosted by a good mate, a good friend of the show,
Ariel Warren,
and presented by an acquaintance of the show, maybe. He was in Song Music Event too.
Ivor Malcolm.
Nahare Wafer is playing here tonight. Who just played? Louis, who just played? G1, Nahare Wafer, Crunk Lord, and the person we just heard, Harmony Practice. Yeah, we're at 46 Dixon Street. But yeah, we're here covering it. We're here to get the inside scoop.
We can never know, we're just the working men. You make the way blow. Can't think about every street that's lost. When you watch it good, it's a bunch of good fast. But that, I'm all about that. 6 times straight, it's cutting in the bathroom. I'm running across the whole top of the world, yeah. Just always wish we were out as the birds, yeah. Running across the whole top of the world, yeah. Ass in the ass, guess I never see you. I put this tattoo on my hand, thought I was grown up with it there. I've always been the same. People tell me that I changed. See straight when you all gay. I see you never cared. Lose my heart, lifted. Your excess back in my head.
Yo, this is ONSCENE. I'm here at Trap House Mansion with Bentley and Kaylin. They are the members of Harmony Practice. They've opened up the gig for us tonight. How are we feeling tonight, guys?
Very good. Very, very happy with how it ended up going.
Awesome, yeah, it was a lit set. How are you doing?
I'm so good. I'm awesome.
Awesome. So, you guys are new onto the scene, like we just talked about. This is your first proper gig.
Yeah.
What kind of gigs are you thinking going forward? Are you thinking of going to proper venues or doing more kind of underground shit like this?
It's kind of hard to say because there's not, at least with this style of music, there's not exactly like big venue stuff out there, if I'm being honest. I think both Kaylin and I are relatively familiar with like the larger venues like San Fran and Valhalla. We've played shows there with our band.
What's your band?
Joyce with 2 J's.
Oh.
In terms of the music we're currently playing, it would be nice to play it at like a bigger venue, but I don't think we're exactly holding out for like, oh yeah, we're gonna be playing at Meow and San Fran in the coming weeks. But it would be cool. I think there's a lot of good stuff out there. Yeah,
I want to.
there's a lot of good stuff out there in the sort of lane we're working within that I think deserves some shine.
Totally.
I'm not sure how much shine it will end up getting, but
I think it would be awesome to play like bigger venues with bigger like sound systems and shit. But honestly, shows like this, like I love this shit, and I think the music that we make lends itself to this kind of like area just really well. Like I think the speakers don't need to be perfect, and like I like it when there's not even that many people around, and it's just like getting super lit in the living room of a house. I really like that. So like, yeah.
I love being on the same level as the act that's performing, like in a big circle.
I think that's very important for the style of music we're playing. I think it wouldn't work with us being elevated above the crowd, personally at least, because I think that creates this weird dichotomy between the crowd and the actual person making the music. I think it could be argued with bands where there needs to be that dichotomy between the band and the audience, but with the type of music we're playing, the audience needs to be involved in some capacity.
Totally, definitely. I agree with that. So, one thing we always ask everyone is something along the lines of what do they think about the Wellington music scene. But I'm curious, what do you guys think of the Wellington underground rap scene maybe? Do you see potential? Because I see potential. I love seeing these shows popping up. What do you think?
I see a lot of potential. I think honestly the potential hasn't reached its cap, at least with this style of music in Wellington. I think it was a few months ago at this point, but the re-type shows that came throughout Wellington were very formative and sort of gave that sort of platform for this type of music where there is the audience for it, and I think it just needs to be, I guess, more established, because this type of music is very popular at the moment.
So many people love it.
I'll let you continue.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think it's dope. I think that underground rap scene in Wellington is really cool, and I think it has like Bentley said, I think it's got a long way to go to reach like the peak of its potential, and like I feel like there's just so many more artists that we don't even know about that would for sure be making music like this like right now. Yeah. That I want to see that, and especially like Bentley was saying with the like wider scope of like underground rap music in New Zealand, like with Auckland rappers and shit, with those retype shows. Like I just love all that. Like Bellarmé, I fucking love Bellarmé. So.
Bellarmé, shout out Bellarmé.
Go, bro.
We love Piero. Piero's the goat. But yeah, I definitely agree with you guys. I think there's the talent pool here. Everyone listens to this music. I listen to this music.
Exactly,
all of my friends listen to this music.
Yeah.
Why aren't there more of these shows? That's my question.
And I think I'm totally in agreement with you, because realistically, hip-hop is the biggest genre globally now. And I think it also has the most room for advancement or experimentation. And within Wellington, there's so many people who have this multifaceted taste in music, but in general are making hip-hop music. And I think it just deserves so much more
Attention.
love. Exactly.
Love.
Exactly.
Love.
Because I mean, these types of shows are a dime a dozen. Like, whereas like a show with this indie rock band, they happen 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And I'm not hating on that, because I was in an indie rock band. I am in an indie rock band, and I think that music is great. I think this type of music that we're sort of showcasing tonight should be on par with that. I think things like iGum, things like that, should be showcasing this type of music. I mean, with the Bellarmé iGum, that was
so fun.
That was such a good example of the potential of this type of music, and I think we need to. I don't think people should be afraid to have a band and a cloud rap sort of rapper perform on the same set list.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
Yeah, I was going to say about that. One thing I think is so great about the scene here is like everybody that goes out to gigs and shit, it's such like a variety of shows that they'll be going to. Like it's like Swamp Soul shows, those kind of alternative shows, and then rap shows like this, and then shit like Glitz Club shows and DJ shit. And it's like I feel like you run into the same pool of people at all those places. So I feel like stuff like this is, I would like to see more just bringing all of that together, because like I would love to see like a band and then a DJ and then a rapper and then like 2 more bands, like, because I just think people would love that. But I think that
Bridges between the different scenes. Yeah, totally.
Bridges are already there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
Everyone who's listening to, I don't know, what's a Blade is also listening to the type of experimental rock music. For the most part, like the crossover is already there.
Yeah.
And I think in Wellington it's beginning to be established where someone can equally enjoy a Swamp Soul band, which are some of the best bands in Wellington in my opinion, while also enjoying just some random cloud rapper, because it's on a baseline level, it's still people just independently making music. And I think regardless of what the music sounds like, people have a general respect for independent music.
Well, thank you very much. Very wise, informative interview, and an awesome set from both of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
I give you my key and I lost it last week in the grass, smoking grass, going fast, purple Kelly hash. See, I gave you faith, yeah, it's trap, Jesus born again, fucking Mary Magdalene, eat a fucking Madeleine. I'm all alone and my joys turn to moping. Tell me, where are you now that I need you? Where are you now that I need you? Could find you anywhere. G1, yeah, my genesis. Going like I was born for it. Peter Kelly swarmed with JP fucking K for it.
Yo, I'm here in the hallway at Trap House Mansion with the presenter Ivor. How you doing, Ivor?
Hey, I'm doing great, man.
How's your presenting going?
It's going great. Oh, a bunch of really talented guys, eh? Oh, got a lot to say. Oh, I'll let it play out, though. I'll let it play out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dope. Well, we've been asking people for what they think about underground rap in Wellington. What do you think about the scene right now?
The scene right now in Wellington?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta say real quick. You gotta let me say real quick. I love underground rap. I love all these underground rappers popping out left and right. Plants vs. Zombies, underground rappers. Yeah. That's the type of shit we're on. And yeah, I love
Straight up.
underground rappers, and I love Ruffle Raiders.
Ruffle Raiders. What's Ruffle Raiders?
Shout out Ruffle Raiders.
What is Ruffle Raiders?
It's just a group. It's a little group. We be ruffling and we be raiding, but we love underground rap. Yeah.
Are these the Ruffle Raiders?
New Rock Gang. Yeah, these are members of the Ruffle Raiders. And they love underground rap. And
Well, this is kind of above ground rap right now. We're several stories above.
we are indeed. That is
We're at the top story of a building right now.
top floor boss, as the story lonely.
What do you think about this location? What do you think about the Trap House Mansion?
Oh, I quite enjoy the location. I mean, it's a perfect location for the Haps. It was originally going to be hosted at my crib, but I don't think that's too good. I think the Trap House Mansion is far more better suited to the underground rap Haps. I love underground rap, man. Oh yeah.
And above ground rap?
And above ground rap, yeah. But particularly underground rap. And it's just what flows through my veins every day. And Death in June and yeah. And I love the boys and yeah.
Yeah, the boys.
Raiders, up the mic.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah.
What's up, dude? What you doing in the kitchen, boy?
How many Codys have you had?
How many? One. Have you had one of mine? No. How many is left? There's 3 left. How many have you had?
That doesn't answer the question, man. I think this is my 5th one, I think.
I must have 4 then.
Sushi on the iPad. Eating sushi on the iPad. Love you, Francis. We actually ate sushi off the iPad one time. It's funny. We got like a photo of a plate on the iPad, and then anyway. So many things I like to share. Close my eyes and hope for the best. Close my eyes and hope for the best. Close my eyes and hope for the best. Feeling really stressed, feeling really stressed. I've been on days without it, but I still think about it. I wanna be an overachiever. It seems I'm going crazy. I'm 24 and need another strawberry face. Like, I'm sorry, but I still can't face it. Passengers seated in Mercedes, I'm a fool. I don't give a fuck, my little brother thinks I'm cool. Jeans fitting loose, jeans sags on my shoe. Everybody shallow, welcome to the kiddie pool. Passengers seated in Mercedes, I'm a fool. I don't give a fuck, my little brother thinks I'm cool. Made money on streets, chillin' since school. Everybody says I'm an exception to the rule. Feel what I say and they love it cause it's true. Feel what I say and they love it cause it's true. London City with the bands and my bands on your music. Sorry to my grind but they we abusing. Haven't seen the gang in a month, they on tour. Sitting in the classroom, fuck it, I'm bored. Jeans fitting loose, jeans stacked on my shoe. Jeans fitting loose, stacks on my shoe. Everybody shallow, welcome to the kiddie pool. Passengers seated in the Mercedes on the
Yo, this is ONSCENE. I'm in Trap House Mansion with Nahade Wafer in his room. How are we feeling, Nahade?
Yeah, good. Pretty tired. I kind of lost my voice, but it's been a good night.
Awesome, yeah, you had a great set. This is an awesome gig. I haven't been to a gig like this since like Song Music Event 2 last time I talked to you. That was awesome. How do you think, how's your perspective on the underground rap scene evolved since then, do you think?
I think it's definitely, after tonight, I think we might actually have something cool here.
Straight up.
Especially like, I don't know, I feel like people are like coming through Wellington more often, which is good. Like there's a lot of mobility within the country, if that makes sense. Like with G1, Jack Peter Ketley, like he was great. And also like, Benji Theme, Cleo Mace, really talented. Like, and I know they've just started. Oh, there's Bentley. But like very promising. And yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Harmony practice was awesome. We had a great chat with Bentley. He dropped some fat wisdom. Yeah, get a shot of him. We talked a lot about how like hip hop is such a popular genre, and I feel like everyone I know listens to underground rap, but there's not so many shows popping up. Like last time there was a show. Really, it was like Song Music Event 2. Do you think you're gonna try organize more of these shows going forward?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this went well. So this is my friend Francis.
Yeah.
I think you don't want to do too many, because if we were to do this every weekend, it would be.
It's not rare and
be boring.
Yeah.
So I think like giving people time to like make new songs and make things different each time and like. But yeah, no, definitely. I think more coming.
Do you think you'll try like some bigger venues, like anything like that, or are you kind of set on the like flat gig kind of vibe, like smaller underground kind of vibe?
I think definitely. I don't know. A lot of the Wellington venues kind of suck.
Yeah.
That's like unfortunate truth. So I mean maybe. Until like there's the capacity to do stuff that like in event, or I don't probably still DIY to some extent. Like no one wants to go to fucking San Fran.
Exactly. I mean it's like it's expensive for what? Like you could get the same amount of people in like a big-ish flat with your own PA.
Yeah.
Like what's the point in even renting out a fucking venue?
I mean don't get me wrong, like places like that are important for the culture, and like they serve a purpose, but I don't think it aligns very well with whatever sort of ideals the underground rap scene has.
Yeah, this particular scene.
And I think it's also like it's a lot more free. Like this show kind of reminds me of just like when I used to make songs and just post them on SoundCloud like that day, you know? Like it's like this was so last minute, so poorly organized, and it just worked, and like that's sort of the magic of it. Whereas like if we were stressing, like we decided to charge for it like 3 hours before it happened, and we made some money. Whereas like if we'd been stressing about like tickets the whole time, it kind of kills it, you know? Like I think a really good quote I heard my friend Ike from Bass Victim say in an interview was like, you have to remember that business decisions are creative decisions. And I think in regards to like shows and stuff, like if you're thinking about money too much or how it's going to be financially viable, you kill the like fun of like just performing and throwing because I mean it's a party at the end of the day, right?
No, I get that, because like if you're renting out like B space or something and it's like, okay, we got to hit like this many drink sales, we got to get this many ticket sales, like all you're gonna do is just like shamelessly self-promote. Like it's not rare, it's not like interesting in that point.
I think self-promotion as an underground artist is like the worst thing you can do. Like or like paying for like Instagram ads or stuff like that. Like it cheapens everything, and you're sort of like you might reach more people, but you sort of I don't know.
I get it. We've been debating whether we do we boost our posts or not, but no, I don't think so. I think Instagram is just straight up like it's about the connections. It's just like people will share it if it's dope. So if we just keep making dope shit, then they'll share it.
That's it, right?
I think that's it. Yeah. Yo, thank you very much for the interview. Always good to talk to you. I appreciate it.
Hailing from Tauranga in a mighty Eastern Plain. Time to get crunk. Hope you pray to the Lord. Shit's about to get hectic. Yo, shout out to everyone. For real, bro.
So high at some point awful. Blue, all these blue skies, blue wings on the park on the streets. In my pocket is my wallet and some weed. And my phone is some keys. And my phone is some keys.
out everyone, for real. In the slightest, I'ma slide through, I'ma find shit, I'm a punk bully bitch, I find shit, and I work it hard, and I get rich, yeah, you know I'm the shit, yeah, you know I'm the shit, yeah, you know I'm the shit, I got bitches on my dick, and dudes on my dick, but I'm straight too, who you tryna see my slang, and fuck your crew too, I get sick, all these bitches, they get boring, seashell stench, I'm double pop, got my keys up on your bench, seashell stench, yo, I'm off Welsh and I'm off French, to say I'm the best ain't far-fetched, to say I'm the best is correct, yo, shout out everyone who came out, for real, bro, yo, shout out Jack Peter Kenley, shout out Not Hit It Wafer, yo, shout out everyone, bro, for real, I love New Zealand, I love this shit, yeah, shout out New Zealand. I will run it back one more time. Like my life is so boring, I just wish I was touring, different cities every day, my life is so boring, yeah, I get sick of these pictures, they get boring.
Again.
All these bitches, they get boring. Seashell stench. I'll double park, got my keys up on your pants. Seashell stench, yeah. I'm half Welsh and I'm half French. To say I'm the best ain't far-fetched. To say I'm the best is correct, yeah.
Yo, this is ONSCENE. I'm in Trap House Mansion with Crunk Lord, aka B. Was that your real name? Ben, not B. Crunk Lord.
Yo.
You're originally from
Bay of Plenty, yep.
Bay of Plenty. Represent.
Yep.
Moved to the city, the big city, to get up. Why are you in the underground rap scene? What's your motivation?
My motivation?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's your philosophy? What's the Crunk Lord philosophy?
Crunk Lord philosophy is just like nothing, bro. It means nothing.
Get crunk?
I guess, but it means nothing, man.
Okay. No, you mentioned you're in a band.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I was in a band in Christchurch.
Oh.
Shout out Big Angry. Had to dismember, unfortunately. But yeah, shout out everyone from Big Angry. Just the tip of the iceberg, you know.
Tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Now we're underneath the iceberg. We're at the tail.
Yeah.
We're underground.
Yeah.
We're underground rap.
Yep.
Actually overground. We're several stories above the ground right now. But what's your impression of the Wellington music scene since moving from Bay o' Plenty?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Interesting?
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's it?
Yeah.
Any other adjectives?
Well, you know, Wellington's cool. Yeah, Wellington's cool. But you got Dunedin, you know, you got Christchurch, you got Auckland. I feel like
These are cities in New Zealand.
Yeah, I feel like Wellington, in my opinion, with music is a good in between. You've got Christchurch, Dunedin, which is more heavy in the band scene. You've got Auckland, which is a bit more lighter, a bit more indie, especially Wellington as well. I think Wellington is a good in between of heavy and, you know, that more soft shit that we got going on. Me personally, I prefer heavy music, so I'm leaning towards more Dunedin, Christchurch scene. I think we got some good metal bands going on down there, but appreciate Wellington. We got some good artists here, some real people. Yeah. Some nice, genuine, real people, and that's all you can ask for, you know. Yeah, that's all you can ask for.
How does Christchurch and Dunedin, like that hard sound, how does that influence the music that you make or made it perform tonight?
I wouldn't say it influences, but you know, I'm big into 80s hardcore. That's like that's where
down?
I love like 80s hardcore, and that's my shit. So I just like that high energy of performing. I think that's real important for like a performance, to get the crowd to like bounce off your energy, you know. Yeah, that's about it. I just think that's really important. Yep.
Do you like doing these kind of flat gigs when you're like eye to eye with the audience, or do you prefer to be up on a stage?
Eye to eye for sure. I mean, I'm a drummer, so I wasn't really up at the front. I've never really experienced that until now, so I got to show some love to that now, you know. Yeah, never really had that experience, but it feels good. Feels good to be noticed. You know, everyone likes to be the center of attention. Whether you like, you can lie all you want, but at the end of the day, most people like to be the center of attention.
No, but you're a great performer. It was awesome seeing everyone huddling around you, playing that seashell.
Yeah, seashell stench. Yep.
That was fire. That was super flames.
Yep.
But yo, awesome set, man.
Thanks,
Thank you so much for talking to us. I appreciate it.
Yo.